We're like Vultures, and this is our crazy tour story.
The craziest thing, in my opinion, that has ever happened to us on tour, we were following / kind of on Vans Warped Tour 2013, and we were in a van, and we had another guitarist in the band at one point named McCary, and he was a little bit of the wild card of the group. We all really like to have fun, but we all had a little too much fun that night, and he wasn't supposed to be the driver that night, but he was the only sober one, so he had to be the driver. So he was a little angry about that, had a little chip on his shoulder. We were in the east somewhere, I don't remember exactly where we were, but we were going through the toll booths, and we accidentally pulled up. It was very late at night, and he was really tired, and we accidentally pulled up to the Easy Pass one, where you have to have the Easy Pass or it will not open. And immediately there was like 2 cars behind us. We had a van and trailer, a 15-passenger van and a trailer, and this like New Yorker cop comes out and just like unleashes on McCary and is like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get out of here!" And McCary like had the most shocking like reaction that I've ever seen, because I was worried. Like, I was a little bit drunk and I was worried. I was like, oh god, like what's gonna happen?
You were co-pilot then.
Yeah, I was co-pilot.
Yeah.
I was co-pilot. I was the only other one awake. Everyone else was asleep. And this
that.
guy was obviously a cop. He was definitely a police officer. He had like one of the yellow vests on though, and he comes up and starts screaming at McCary, and McCary kind of like listens to it, and then immediately just starts firing back at him, like, "What are you doing? Why are you talking to me like that? What do you mean? I don't know what I'm doing. Just let me through." And he was like, "You can't go through, you need an Easy Pass." And he was like, "But I don't have an Easy Pass, so just let me through, man." And they were like face to face. The cop was red in the face. I'm like, this guy has a gun and a taser, and McCary's a big, strong dude screaming at him. And yeah, the cop just ended up taking $20 from us, and I don't know if that's like how much it costs or not, but he took $20. He named his own price, took $20, let us through.
Yo, give me $20.
We're driving, and I was so shocked that I was just kind of silent for a minute, because I didn't know if that really fully happened or not. And McCary was like, "Can you fucking believe that guy?" And I was like, "Dude, I can't believe that you just did that." And he's like, "Did what?" I'm like, "You just screamed at a fucking cop, dude." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "That was a police officer." He's like, "No, he was wearing a yellow vest." I was like, "He had a gun and a taser. He had a cop." And so he starts asking me if I could drive. I could not drive because I was intoxicated. So I tell him, like, "You know what? I'm gonna go take a small nap, and then I'll be rejuvenated. I'll come up and, you know, co-pilot for you until I can drive." He says, "Okay." So I fall asleep and wake up like 4 or 5 hours later, and I get out of the van, and it's like 8:30 p.m. and we're supposed to be there at 6:30 for catering, and we're like 2.5 hours away from Warped Tour, and we're in someone's backyard. We were parked in a person's backyard.
There was a house here and a house here
and a gate, and then a small area that he had driven into. So I had to back the van out, and he woke up and had no recollection of it. He told me that that's not where he worked. So that's the craziest thing that's ever happened to us.